Hey everybody, hope you're well. It's James here for the Part-Time Entrepreneur, and I thought I'd go through today why Bitcoin has dropped so much. So, like many, you would have seen that your portfolio would have dropped quite significantly this morning. Obviously, Bitcoin and also pretty much all the altcoins as well are down, including Ripple. A lot of people saying, "Oh, buy Ripple" and all the rest of it, but they're all pretty much down. Now, there were some key signs in the marketplace. Don't know if anybody picked up on them. First one was Charlie Lee selling out. So that was a big thing. So obviously he sold out his position. There's lots of different things. But remember, these guys that I'm going to talk about now are not worth a few quid. They're worth an absolute packet. They have key people advising them all the time in terms of, when to sell out, cut positions, come back in again. Because the number one way of making money on the stock market or the coin market is sell high, buy low. He sold high, now he can come in and he can increase his position by 40%. And considering probably how much he owns, that's going to be what most money will only ever dream about in that sense. The other guy that was also talking about stuff about 2 weeks ago, Julian Hoberman, sold out. So again, these guys are surrounded by very intelligent people, and they're also intelligent people themselves. It's not, take that away from them. These are very smart guys. They were giving us all the signs on social media. Julian was doing it in his 10x videos, and he was telling us that, the crypto winter's coming. There's going to be a bit of a drop and all the rest of it. And now he's bought back in again. So well done, Julian. That's how you make money on the markets. It's very, very simple. But it's very hard for some people to grasp the concept, because I do a lot of practical psychology, and it goes against fundamentally what we naturally feel and think. When the markets are like going high, you just want to buy more, and this whole thing sort of, the hormones in your body start kicking in, and it takes control, and you want to buy, and you want to buy. When really, that's when you want to be selling, and then putting a little bit aside for a rainy day. So what are the three key reasons? So first of all, there's three factors, and think about it practically and logically. So the first one is, it's Christmas. People have put money into the market, they've made some money, and now they want to go spend it and treat their families, and and also they might have put money in that they didn't really could afford. In most cases, the amount of messages I get about people getting interest-free credit cards, all these types of things, people will take profits. Like, I had a friend the other day, about 2-3 days ago, he put 100 quid in and he made 30 quid. He's like, I'm happy, I'm out, I'm done. And he took his money and he run, and just before Christmas, just wanted a bit of extra money. So there's a lot of that going on. The other one is traders. So the big thing is in a lot of their contracts, especially if you look at the stock markets, bits and pieces, they're not leaving their money in over Christmas. It's the last Friday of trading. So they're going to pull it. I'm actually surprised this doesn't happen about Wednesday, because I know obviously what I've been doing, but you've got to be ahead of the game on these things. So that's another key thing. And obviously with the, a lot of the hedge funds that I work with and stuff, I've seen the contracts of what they can and cannot do with the monies, and one of them is that they can't leave them in overnight. They have to cash out their positions every single day. So everyone's cashing out for Christmas. So that's another factor. The other factor is that we've been on a humongous growth spurt all the way up to just about 20, where we did really struggle. Now it's just having there's that factor. So you've got all of the people taking a bit of profit for Christmas. You've got the traders jumping out. You've also got other people taking profit. So if you've got a good strategy, so that's one thing I would say, is that when you're in a market, have some form of strategy. Don't just hit and hope, because that's gambling really. So the market's taken a bit of a breather. It's just correcting, and as we've seen in pretty much every scenario, is that the price corrects and then it surges. So last time, like the big correction last time was that it went all the way back down to 3,000, and then we hit 10,000, and then all of a sudden it just went absolutely nuts. If we look at some of the technicals, now I've pulled these graphs at lots of different things, done loads of stuff in the background, but I just wanted to pull this one as a little bit of a highlight. So obviously we can see that it has, there's key supports here. I would have said that, they've just absolutely smashed through. Potentially this is where I was thinking that the price would go. I mean, I've looked at this in lots of different views. I was thinking around about the 11 to 12,000 mark. Again, with some of this stuff, it's incredibly hard to call. And what you've got to do is just hedge your bets. Now, I've actually made a cheeky purchase just quite recently on Coinbase, which failed about 3 or 4 times, as it does, because it's absolutely fucking useless. I do prefer Bitpanda. It's one of the best platforms out there. Actually, if they could just get it so you don't have to buy in euros and you can buy in pounds, it would wipe out. I know there's BXQ and stuff like it. Just wipe it off the planet, because it's so fast, it's so good, so user friendly. But it's just those additional fees of the currency translation which just kills it off. But apart from that, it's decent. So if you want to get in the market, and also I have if I need to put big money in, I can. But this is what I'm seeing at the moment. This is where I think we might be at a potential settling point. If we look at just a slightly different view, again, it gets me around this near the 12,000 mark again. So, that's where I'm thinking it could possibly, if it does bottom out, I think personally, if I just keep looking at the markets, know what the markets have done, it will drop. A lot of people are now seeing it's a bargain. So I know that there's been a lot of people on the sidelines thinking that they had missed the boat at 20 grand or 18,000, 17,000. And this morning I was bombarded, Facebook, Twitter, the full Monty, WhatsApp, the lot, everybody saying, shall I buy now? All the people that were on the sidelines. And obviously, I can't tell them when and where to buy, but for me it looks like it's a good potential to buy. And that's the thing, it's going against the grain sometimes. So hopefully you would have sold up here, taken a bit of profit, not everything, but a bit of profit. And when it tanks down, then you can buy back in again. Now, for everybody that's on the market, you need to have a bit of a strategy. So I just want to share some stuff which hopefully will help you in the future. So when the market's rocketing, take 10%. Always take 10%, just for a little. If you're in Coinbase, just cash it out, put it to USD, keep it on the sidelines. So when we have like a flash crash or something like we're having now, you can come back in. Sometimes that can be one of your most profitable trades, because you could, you're waiting for the next Ripple or whatever it is to kick off, and you put your money in and stuff. But the thing is, if you've got the money on the sidelines and anything like this comes in, you can make an easy 40%, and that's generally, like, for instance, my average price on Bitcoin is something like $2,100. So no matter, it can go down another 80% and I'm still in profit. So that's how you do it. When it crashes, then you want to be buying in. Be greedy when others are fearful. We've heard this quote so many times, from the top guys that run the markets pretty much. And and don't panic. Success isn't a straight line. So we are going to have some of these bumpy rides. I'm going to talk about some stuff in a minute, which I think my outlook for 2018. If you are in this position now and you did have a holding, you're sitting on a loss, just wait, be patient. I've made most of my money by being patient. When Ethereum, when I bought it $8 and it went up to $20, $40, $60, I just held. I just wanted to see where the price was going. And I held all the way through. And what is it now? 500 and something? And I just held. So, I could have traded out loads of times, but I just wanted to see what was happening with the price. Obviously, I did trade out at some points because I've bought a whole bunch of ICOs and made quite a bit of money on that. But, I have held quite a significant chunk of that. The other thing is now, it's bargain time. So go find some bargains. I mean, I just had a quick refresh of the portfolio. It's up 10k already. I mean, little bounce off the bottom there. And that's without even putting in the new Bitcoin that I've just bought as well. So, we will see the market bounce. It will come back. And especially, think about this. Over Christmas, everyone's going to be going back home. Even though we've had a bit of a drop, loads of people have made money. They're going to be talking about it. We're going to see little drips and drabs into the marketplace. And then we're going to see, obviously, when the traders come back, we'll see the price start to spike up again. So don't worry too much. Stay calm. Don't panic, because that's the biggest thing. So I've seen some quite comical stuff on Facebook. I thought I'd pull this one up. I've obviously pulled people's names out because they don't want to, name and shame anybody. But, you can see just some of the behaviours here. People buying high and then it's crashing and they're selling out and they're saying, oh, they can't trust the market. This is one volatile marketplace. There are no sheriffs in place. There's no one to, we've seen Roger Ver freaking manipulate the price out of Bitcoin Cash and all the rest of it. He's probably made an absolute packet out of that. But that's just this market at this moment in time. I bet there's so much insider trading, it's unbelievable. I know that there's some YouTubers that have great inside information. If we're on the normal markets, they'd be banged up inside getting batty rapes. You know what I mean? That's how, it's so unregulated at the moment, and that's just how it is at the moment. And we just got to take advantage of that while the Wild West is running wild, because the sheriffs will come. That's the big thing. But don't be an amateur. Try and learn some skills. Be a professional when it comes to trading. And again, there's loads of stuff out there. I have a newsletter that you can sign up to. There is a link at the bottom. It's under a new brand called Crypto Rookies, and that will there's a few people that will be contributing to that and just give you some good updates and bits and pieces, and you can start signing up from that for today actually. So I'll leave the link at the bottom so you can get involved with that. My outlook for 2018. Well, I think all the great alt projects are really going to continue to rally. And the reason is because they're starting to get massive attention. They're also, through one, that the price is rocketing, but also the fact that they deal and they provide real life solutions. So, it's no secret. There's a couple that I'm big behind. So things like Robinhood, zero fee trading, it's going to wipe all the others off the planet pretty much. As long as they get the format in making it user friendly and it's reliable. I mean, there's pretty much no need for the rest of the others, because you're paying fees and there's no need. The other one is INS Grocery, so online shopping. If you can save 30% on your shopping, why are you going to go and shop elsewhere when you can get exactly the same product in the exact same brands for 30% less? They're no-brainers, absolute no-brainers, and it's all done through efficiencies through the blockchain. A couple of examples. There are so many more out there. The big ones I would watch out for is the platforms. If we look at some of the, the Ethereum, Neo, all those types of things, it's the platforms that are driving the massive growth. One of the big ones that I got into, and a lot of the people that I coach personally as well, we got into Cardano at 2 cents. I'm expecting some great Christmas presents this year. No, not really. I just do it because I like it. But, for me, it's the platforms. Look at the platforms. Look at what is dealing with real life situations, providing great solutions, and those will be the ones to invest. And there's other great things out there. Big support of Substratum. I think that's got some real good use cases. And there's loads and loads more. And just keep your eye out for the videos I'm doing. The other one is the Bitcoin Cash. I think it will start getting some traction now. The fact that it's been made mainstream in the fact that Coinbase have listed it. Now, I think when everyone was looking at what was going to come next, I personally really thought it was going to be Dash. But when I actually went back and I looked at CoinMarketCap, I was like, it's in the top 4. Why wouldn't they list it? So, but the big thing that I don't like about Bitcoin, there's some stuff I love about Bitcoin Cash. I think it's better than Bitcoin. So I think the technology behind it, so one of the things at the moment, some people in my group have sent 70 quid via Coinbase to their trading account and have been charged 26 quid in fees. That's just nuts. Bitcoin Cash, we know that those transaction fees are lower. I just think there's going to be a bit of a battle next year in terms of where that goes. It'd be interesting to see. Personally, I have a couple of views of where I think I'll be hedging my bets. I think Bitcoin will rally once again. I think we will hit 20k and we will smash through it. I've made it no secret that by the summer I think we'll be at 40k, and especially when all the pension funds start coming and investing not millions, not billions, but trillions of dollars. then we'll really start to see some real big price action. And the other thing is, I believe the regulators will start to get a grip of the market, what's going on. We've already seen little bits with China. Well, I say little bits, that was a big bit really. But we're seeing some stuff already. So it won't be long before the whole market calms down. It will be regulated. We'll see a lot more stability in price, which I think will give people more confidence in what's happening. I know a lot of people that were looking at the price. I recommended Bitcoin at $750, and they said it was too risky. And then they seen it go to like $17,000 and went, oh, this is a safe investment. Now, obviously, buying at $750, I've averaged at $2,100 because I've obviously staggered my buying across the time and the last sort of 12 months or so. It can go down by 80%. I'm still in profit. Where if it goes down for 80% for people buying now, then you're going to get absolutely smashed. So take advantage of these flash drops, buying while it's cheap. And that's really the key things I can give you. I'm going to do an overview of January. So I'm going to give you my top 10 for January. That will be coming out on about the 28th, 29th, round about there. So you've got a bit of time to get some coins and get on the markets, get some bargains. So if you want to follow me, I'm on Twitter at JamesBull_UK. You can also join my free Facebook community group, which is PTE Cryptocurrency Community. And I'll just leave you one final Jerry Springer thought. Sometimes the best thing to do is just hold. Classic example. I gave in August, I did my 2018, what I thought that the top 10 were going to be. Verge was number 10. I got so much jip about, why don't you put OMG in there? Why don't you put Neo in there? Why don't you do all this business? The thing is, because I truly believed that it was going to be massive. Now, I'd under-egged where I thought the prices were, and that's something that I need to sort of relook at my numbers a little bit, because I keep sort of under-egging the numbers a little bit. I'm not really factoring the FOMO factor on top. I'm sort of looking at straight numbers. And I had hundreds of thousands of Verge, and I sold out at massive profits. I bought all-time lows. I made 2 or 3 times what I bought them for. I cashed out quite a lot. I did hold some, but if I'd held the whole lot, it would have been worth about 40 or 50 grand on a very, very small investment. You learn these lessons sometimes. Even the more experienced guys will not always make the right decisions at the right times, but that's the whole learning process and the exciting bit about cryptocurrency. But hopefully that's helped give you a bit of confidence in the market, what's happening, and I look forward to catching up with you guys soon.